Hello, everybody. This is Versus. This is episode 32. I'm JWMaher, and that's Will Cohen. And we're going to have a lively discussion about this genre, subgenre of movies in a second. But Will, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I think we've kind of like reached a turning point on these films where there was like no entertainment to be had whatsoever. Now there's entertainment. Now, perhaps for all the wrong reasons, but there is entertainment to be had here.
I would agree. And I might actually have rated this movie too harshly, like considering the fact that it is entertaining in a weird way. But like as you go through the Jagged Edge catalog, they do dabble in disaster movies, and like we're not including like Monster NATO. Like there was Mega Lightning and Mega Lightning 2 movies where Mother Nature herself was like targeting people. And I feel this movie, even though it doesn't have the horror tag, which is weird, like if you were to filter horror on Letterboxd, this movie would not appear, but it is a Jagged Edge movie. It is in that same vein where like it's like Mother Nature, but Final Destination in people. Granted, they're all dying in the same exact fashion, sort of, but it really is just like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is Shockwaves.
Something's happened. My equipment. I've been studying the graphs. I believe there's a major event about to happen.
Yeah, must be really hard work staring at those maps.
Yeah, do you even need to go to school for that?
I have a doctorate the same as you.
Neither of you been caving before?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can guarantee you the cave is completely safe.
Well, you wouldn't guess where I am, but have a look at this.
You're wasting your time anyway. As if there's going to be any earthquakes around here.
What was that?
I think that was a preliminary tremor. An earthquake's coming. I'm coming to get you. All of you. My data's correct. This could be the largest recorded earthquake in human history.
Come for us all!
I really just don't know. I think maybe I am being too harsh on this movie. I guess this really feels like the kind of movie you can get a bunch of friends together and like have a drinking game. So this might be the most pure drinking game movie we have ever reviewed on a show where we make drinking games for bad movies. I think my one hang up with Shockwaves is more along the lines of like it has the same old Jagged Edge chestnut where it's not playing like a horror comedy. They're playing this totally straight.
Which almost makes it funnier to a certain degree. Like I remember I remember reading an article many years ago in my youth where they were talking about like the genius of old David Zucker films where it's they got legitimate actors doing silly shit, and
that's way different.
And the reason why it worked is because these guys are playing it straight, but it's absolute comedy. And
I think this is a whole different domain though. Like
it's a different domain. You're absolutely right. This is almost the complete opposite, where it's like they should be not playing this straight at all, and they are, but it makes it so hilarious, especially when it's very clear they don't have an effects budget.
Oh, 100%. I think we can start with the cold open where, believe it or not, the hiker in the cold open, the dude who's just like hiking, even though it's like clear, like very a lot of traffic in the background. They try to make it look like he's isolated. There's tons of traffic in the background. That's Reese Frake Waterfield, the director of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I don't know if you knew that. That's him. He plays the hiker. There is a earthquake. So there's a gigantic earthquake before our main character, the seismologist, even starts recognizing there's earthquakes, which is a huge issue. Huge earthquake causes a landslide.
Oh, fuck!
He is like, the landslide is like this close to him as he's outrunning it. Like, he's not outrunning it. It's gonna like bowl him over when he's on the field. But he manages to outrun the landslide to the point that he hides from it. And then the landslide comes in the opposite direction and kills him. It's fucking, you can't, like, if it wasn't played straight, this movie would be fucking genius. But it's played straight, so it's fucking stupid.
What's even funnier about this scene is that, like, all you literally see his body just relax. Like, there's enough of the bad CGI to show that he's just totally just lounging there, and it's like, okay, I shouldn't be seeing anymore. And you could, like, I swear to God, if they just would have like kept it on him, you just would have seen him like lighting up a cigarette or something. It's just hilariously bad.
So then we meet the main characters. We meet Peter and Gwen, who are going through a divorce. And for some reason that's not explained and it's never returned to, their house is being remodeled. I think that just happens to be the set they had. The guys, you can shoot my house, I guess. We're redoing the kitchen. It's like, fuck it, we'll put 2 lines in the script. It's fine.
When are you getting the builders to get this stuff?
Gwen,
You girls both got everything? Yes, Mum.
And then they have 3 daughters that are basically the same age as the wife.
Found it! Good. Come on then, girls. Time to get moving.
Right. They're not even hiding it. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe the wife has like bags under her eyes. So like they made her like stay for like 3 days straight, before, prior to filming this, so that like she looked a little bit older. But Jesus, not by much.
Yeah, and the daughters were like all. I mean, I don't know who. Like, I don't know who there's 3 daughters. Whatever their names are, who cares? But Alice, Hannah, and Erica. Yeah, and like I have no idea who the oldest daughter is. I have no idea like what order they're in, and nobody cares. But because they're the same age as the mom, like I said. Dad is a seismologist. And like we never really get into like why it's just like a generic, like, you're a shitty dad, you're a shitty husband. I guess he's like a workaholic, I guess. Is that the reason why they're getting a divorce?
Sure.
Yeah, they never really explain.
No, they don't. Like at one point later in the film, they say, oh well, they say that he broke promises.
We have to trust him. He said that he's going to be here, so we're going to wait.
And when has Dad ever kept his promises?
But we
I think he's the
never hear what
workaholic.
those promises are.
It's super
So-
like, and that's Sarah Cohen's character, right? And she's like, this is when like they're being told like this is the biggest earthquake that will ever hit it's gonna wipe England off the map, basically. And these girls they know that their father is one of the only people that has knowledge to save him. And this girl's just basically like, he broke promises. Fuck that guy. I don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
It's such a wacky line delivery. Like, I wouldn't give a shit if my dad was freaking Ted Bundy. If he was the guy that could save me, like, please save me. Please save me, Ted Bundy.
Like this. So they wind up going to like this weird like vacation, like this.
It's another Jagged Edge girls' weekend movie.
I don't understand the landscape of this because there's like a swimming hole, with that's surrounded by rocks, and then like down the road, people are caving.
Well, the 4 of us are going to be caving together today. I've chosen a nice easy route for us.
Yeah.
Which I didn't.
They're spelunking.
They're splunking, but they keep saying the phrase caving.
It must be a British thing.
Bugs the shit out of me to no end. No, they know the term splunking. It's a very universal term. Oh, God, every single time they say caving, it makes me hurt inside.
Yeah, so they go on this vacation, which is a girls' weekend, even though the dad was invited and decided not to go. So they didn't know whether the dad was going or not, but it was always a girls' weekend. So there's that.
Right.
They get there. Chrissy One is there because why not? She was free. She's there. She's
director.
She's old enough to be the girls' mothers, the mother of the girls. This other lady is not. The girls don't want to go caving. They want to go swimming. They go swimming. Mom goes caving with Chrissy One's character, Amanda or Andrea. And then there's like the
Andrea,
dude,
I think.
Yeah, Richard Harf, who's in every movie, and his daughter are the caving experts. And so they go in a cave. The girls go swimming. Dad is at work with Marcus Massey and Stephen Staley, who treat him like shit.
What's up, Peter? Your fancy printer went out of ink.
It's very funny, Jim.
Well, you lost your coloured pencils.
Yeah, good one.
Like they think I don't know what their job is. They work in the same office as a seismologist. They're in the same office, but they're legitimate scientists, and he's not.
It must be really hard work staring at those maps.
Yeah, do you even need to go to school for that?
Yes. I have a doctorate the same as you.
I mean, it's like it's almost like they're making fun of him for not having a lab coat. Which,
pretty much.
Here's the thing. That joke was totally on the table, and they left it off the table. Again, which makes this all the more hilarious that we're supposed to take this movie seriously, and they pull shit like that.
Yeah. So the big earthquake hasn't happened yet, even though there has been an earthquake that has dislodged enough rocks to cover a small city, which kills the guy in the beginning. Then there's a second earthquake, which disables all of the electricity and disconnects the elevator in the building that is nowhere near the epicenter of the earthquake, killing Marcus Massey's character.
Help, please! I need some help! Ah!
And then and this happens so much in this movie. Like, is it Peter? Like, basically says to Stephen Staley's character, like, he's like, oh, what are we going to do? What are we doing? He's like, peace out, motherfucker. I gotta go save my family.
When you leave, use the stairs.
But what about Kevin?
I don't know. I've got to go to my family.
This guy abandons every stranger. Every stranger that's asking for help just gets fucked over. Or it's like, dude, look out. And they don't listen to him. That's like the entire movie.
Well, and then one of the parts I just found absolutely hysterical. He finally, like, he's calling all these people, and they're just disconnecting the call. They just don't give a shit about what he has to say. And then he finally calls the woman who's been backing his project. This phone conversation has to be the funniest thing for all the wrong reasons, because he is explaining life-threatening shit to this woman. He is explaining we're all going to die, and she is delivering this like she is reading her lines under duress.
I believe it's the largest possible earthquake, largest in recorded history.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Like she is just reading.
Well, I've got a bunker. You can bring your family there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no emergency. There's no emergency.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know this was happening.
There's like to be destruction and potentially loss of human life. The main earthquake, I think, is likely to hit around 5 to 6 hours. 6 hours if we're lucky.
Not much time at all then.
The bunker's absolute shit, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. He's driving to save his family. He gets carjacked.
Give us the keys.
Okay.
Out of the blue,
they're in the countryside. There's dudes in balaclavas waiting in the English countryside to jump out and jack your car.
And here's the thing that's even funnier about that. He's driving a minivan. Why are you carjacking a minivan?
Yeah. I think it's because it's is it because it's a Mercedes minivan? It's got the Mercedes. It's because it's a Mercedes minivan. That's why it's a valuable car. So then he's walking, and Jagged Edge MVP Kate Sanderson shows up driving a car, and she knows that she's in danger. She believes him right away that she's like, oh, I have felt the tremor. I thought it was just my driving.
Okay. So I actually have to correct you on this because according to the credits, unless Kate Sanderson goes by a different name, that's Storm K.
I guess that's just another name, but that's Kate Sanderson.
Okay, yeah. Who, by the way, wrote the screenplay to this movie?
I guess the initials are reversed, like Kate Sanderson and Storm K. So I guess that must be her pen name.
Sanderson Storm K, maybe.
Yeah, KSSK. I'm guessing we're learning something new, but that's definitely Kate Sanderson. And then she's like, you know what? I believe you. I'll just get out of the car. You can have my car. So she, like this stranger who she's never met before, she gives her car to him.
I led a good life.
I understand completely, love. It's more important for you to save your family than for me to save myself. I've had a good life.
I guess I'm gonna die anyway. He's like, and he's telling everybody, get under a table, get in a doorway, get in a pasture. No one ever takes his advice. And the funniest thing is, like, we're gonna skip ahead a bit. He goes, he saves his family, and when he comes back, they accidentally run over Kate Sanderson with the fucking car, which is great. Fucking great. Okay, you know what? I did rate this movie too low because that's hysterical, but they play it totally fucking straight, which is crazy. It should be played for laughs. They don't do it. Chrissy Wanna dies in a cave-in. And then I'm forgetting, like, there's a cave-in. Chrissy Wanna's character dies, but then the cave is totally blocked off by rocks now. But the guy who's the guide has a survival pack, which he left outside the cave. You think you need it inside the cave. And what does he have in his survival pack? 3 sticks of dynamite.
I've got something.
Wait, what's that?
It's dynamite.
Right? They blow up. He's like, get away from the cave. And they get away. And like, they say they're away, but the wife runs right out of the cave after they blow it up.
Gwen!
Mom!
But the professional caving woman gets trapped under a bunch of rocks. And then Peter's talking to Richard Harf's character. And he's like, that's my daughter. My daughter's trapped in there. She's dying. Like, we got to save her. And Peter's just like, I got to fucking go. Peace out. He has no desire to save this girl's life. He's like, there's an earthquake coming. Haven't you heard? Fuck her.
There's nothing we can do here. You need to come with me.
No, I can't leave her.
You need to come with me. There's an earthquake.
So then basically, the daughter, like the dad is a good dad, and he's like, no, I'm gonna stay with my daughter. I'm gonna stay with her. And the daughter's like, fuck you. She blows herself up. Okay, you're right. This movie is hysterical. And then the guy, Stan, runs out. He's literally like 2 seconds behind Peter and his family. And he's like, he runs out in the street and he's trying to flag them down as they're driving away. They fucking don't even stop. They ignore him. And then a landslide kills him. Like, they could have saved that guy too, and they don't. Again, played totally straight, but it should not be played straight. Oh man, yeah, you know, this movie's actually good. God damn it, this movie's good. I don't know. And then for no reason, Joe Barker, Diane from the Tooth Fairy movies, is a nun. They drive past her. She's like preaching the end of the world, and then there's like, fuck her. And then the freaking water main explodes in her face. Like, God damn it. All right, you know, take us home, Will. Tell us about the bunker. Tell us how great this bunker is.
This bunker, like, is... Yeah. This bunker has, like, the weirdest geography. Because It's underground.
Sort of.
Sort of. Like people are able to bang on the door, but apparently the door gets sealed very, very early, and so
We can all shelter there.
There's people outside. We have to help them.
We can't.
like they can't figure it out. But then somehow there's lower levels to the bunker.
Also, wasn't she supposed to be saving other people, but she's the only one there?
Right, she is supposed to be saving other people.
Yeah.
And then just refuses to let in other people when they show up, which is, again, hilariously stupid.
Yeah, this isn't a nuclear war. And there's no like pathogens that are going to get in here. It's a fucking earthquake. If you could open the goddamn door.
And then like there is an earthquake, and then this supposedly like really good bunker doesn't it start to cave in?
Something gets set on fire, and there's like fire.
That's right.
It becomes like the shittiest CGI version of Backdraft you've ever seen. Where the guy's legitimately running down the hallway while there's like CGI fire around the screen, and he outruns the fireball at the end. But they know it's safe to leave the bunker only because not only does the television still work, the news crew is still broadcasting. If it is the worst earthquake to ever hit mankind, how the fuck is the news still on a television? How? Like, explain. I was like, well, good thing the news is still on, so I know it's safe to leave. And then they just leave, and everything's just crumbling around them. When we were told it should have been like England should be underwater, and they just kind of walk off into the Mad Max sunset, I guess.
But they walk off shortly before the woman whose bunker it was gets absolute blasted by fire.
Yeah,
which is so again weird. Hilariously stupid.
Played straight. If I haven't driven that home.
Oh God! And then they deliver the, what's next? We survive.
What do we do now?
We live.
We're gonna watch Shockwaves 2 next week. Hopefully, it's played just as straight. Let's talk about rating. I'm bumping my rating up. I was at a 1, but fuck it, I'm gonna go 2. This movie is not good. It's not good. And if you love science at all, you will be insulted. But Will's right. The fact that I don't think they did this on. I don't think anything that was done in this movie is done on purpose. It's like they accidentally created a comedic vein, and it's I would say it's genius if anybody else was behind it. Well,
I admit I started at a 2, but now I have to give it a 2.5. The more I think about this film, not quite Dinosaur Hotel 3, but it's
there's no good performances.
There's no good performances. Yeah. But this film is one of those, is absolutely one of those films. And spoiler alert, the drinking game that we have prepared is actually longer because this film has so much to offer in terms of just schlock value. It's more fun than it should be. And maybe I'm being a little over generous, but if it's entertaining, it doesn't deserve to be in a shit cat, be labeled as shit.
When he's right, he's right. The more I look back on it, the more I'm like, oh man, they accidentally did something great here. Movie's not good, but they actually did something. Yeah, great but not good is what I would take that and drop your brain around. The movie's great but not good. All right. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror and check us out on Letterboxd. JWMaher over here, Will from YMB over there. You're watching this Monday, Thursday, Why We Love Horror, Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia, and then other stuff mixed in. But until next time, this has been Versus.